Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be talking about NIO stock. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about NIO. As you guys know, NIO has been through a lot the last couple of days, guys. The stock has been actually very, very volatile, and there's many reasons for that. As you guys know, NIO did announce their delivery report earlier in the week, guys, and as expected, NIO did very, very well on their delivery report. Other good news is Goldman Sachs, a bear on the stock, actually raised its analyst upgrade from $7 all the way up to $56, which is just absolutely humongous. It's a 666% analyst upgrade, which is probably the biggest one, on par with JP Morgan, who tripled their analyst upgrade from $14 to $40. So the stock has been seeing a lot of heat recently, but why is the stock trading? And that's just due to the simple fact of the bill that was passed yesterday, guys. Basically saying if these Chinese companies aren't going to basically go through, audited financials through the U.S., then basically these companies are going to get delisted. Now, that doesn't mean every single Chinese company is going to get delisted. That's not what the bill actually means. The bill just basically wants safer, and they want these Chinese companies to just be more upfront with their investors and stop lying on their financials. Obviously, ever since the whole Luckin Coffee incident, right, we don't want another Luckin Coffee incident, guys. So I think it's fair that the U.S. passed this bill, but I don't think it affects NIO unless NIO's being a shady company. But then in the end term, why would you want to invest in a shady company anyway, guys? If a company's lying on their financials, you don't want to invest in them anyway because, obviously they're probably overstating their profits regardless. But guys, I still think NIO is a good investment. I think people should buy the dip on NIO stock, and there's many reasons for that. One, like I said, they're always beating their deliveries, which is absolutely huge. It doesn't just mean that the company's selling cars, but they're selling more cars than what people are expecting them to. It goes to show that the company is growing, and it also goes to show that, NIO cars are in demand. Looking at the 5-year chart, guys, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018, only a couple years ago, and it's up 672%. And looking at the 1-year chart, guys, it is up 1,900%. I've said this time and time again that I do think NIO stock is the biggest growth stock of 2020. It's surmounted a lot of growth this year, and it continues to grow more and more, going from basically, $3 to $4 a share all the way up to $50 a share, $46 a share, and being evaluated now bigger than General Motors. Goes to show that NIO has come a long way in just such a short time. Looking at the 3-month chart, guys, it is up 140%. And guys, looking at the 1-month chart, it is up 36%. And it leads people to ask the question, should you buy NIO stock at $46.25? Is it worth the investment right now? Should I buy the dip? And I'm going to always say yes, guys. I do think people should take the time right now and actually buy NIO stock. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice, guys. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason I'm saying you guys should buy the stock is because, guys, NIO is going to be growing for a very long time. This $46 price tag that we're seeing here does not reflect the actual price of what NIO could be in the next couple of years. I've said this time and time again that, my analyst upgrade or my price target for NIO is actually $300 by 2022, especially if it continues the amount of growth that we've been seeing. The stock has a lot going for itself. As you guys know, NIO being an EV company that's based out of China producing luxury EV cars, it's a pretty big market. It's a very popular market. Take a look, for example, guys, at the United States. Tesla has made a huge name for itself selling its vehicles, their luxury EV cars, and I do expect the same from NIO. As you guys know, Tesla has been making a more of an appearance in China, right? They're selling a lot of cars up there, and they're starting to expand down that road. But guys, NIO is answering back. NIO is dropping 2 new sedans to compete with Tesla's Model 3, which already goes to show that NIO is trying to basically stiffen up the competition. It doesn't want to lose to Tesla. It wants to be the top EV company of China. On top of all that, guys, NIO does have NIO Day coming up at the beginning of the year. Basically going to be unveiling all sorts of cool products. Basically, NIO is going to be showing us what is to come for the future. On top of all that, guys, NIO has so much bullish sentiment behind its name. As you guys know, there's a lot of big-time investors behind it. Bank of America, Deutsche Bank, and all these big-time companies. Even for Goldman Sachs to raise its analyst upgrade, guys, from $7 to $56 is just absolutely huge. It goes to show, that a lot of people are bullish on NIO's long-term growth. The fact that they're consistently providing good financials, the fact that they're also basically producing, better than expected delivery rates, guys, it goes to show that, people are undervaluing NIO right now, guys. NIO is worth the buy at $46. This company right now, the way it's looking, guys, this thing will be $100 early into next year. I know the stock in itself has not been doing so well. That's just, just due to the whole Chinese bill and stuff like that. But guys, then putting up good delivery numbers and the fact that Goldman Sachs raised its analyst upgrade from $7 to $56, a 666% analyst upgrade, goes to show, that there's a lot of people who are super bullish on NIO's long-term growth. As you guys have seen before, it's not just NIO as a company, guys. It's the whole EV industry in itself. It's the whole EV market. They're starting to mature, and they're starting to become a lot more demand for EV cars. Why? Because battery power is going to be leading us into the future. A lot of these EV companies were able to expand so much in the midst of a pandemic, while other companies, didn't do so well aside from tech. You have cruises and airlines that are taking a big hit right now. But the fact that NIO has been able to grow from basically $3 a share all the way up to bigger than General Motors in the midst of a pandemic in just less than a year goes to show that this company does mean business, guys, and it shows that this company is worth the investment. They also did have earnings a couple of weeks ago, guys, and their earnings were very good. Yes, a lot of people argue that the company is not profitable, but guys, you have to take in consideration that the revenue is growing and their losses are starting to decrease. If you guys take a look at the earnings report card, they're expecting $960 million in revenue by the next quarter, which goes to show that NIO's headed in the right direction. It's selling more and more vehicles every single month, so it shows that, the demand of NIO is rising. And so if NIO's starting to sell more cars, guys, it only goes to show that, that the company is going to start making more money and the stock price is going to start to go up, guys. Don't be fooled by the day-to-day, guys. Yes, NIO did drop. I understand that. But guys, you guys would be fools not to take the opportunity to buy NIO at $46.19, especially with the long-term potential that NIO has, guys. I do expect NIO to be the next Tesla. I do expect NIO to step up its game and be a top EV company. Even a lot of analysts up there basically saying, that NIO is going to be a top EV company. NIO is going to be an iconic brand. The technology they offer in their cars is second to none. Guys, there's no reason that no one should be investing in this company right now when there's so many big time investors, a lot of top analysts saying, you should buy NIO stock. NIO is a good buy because they see the long-term potential, not about the day-to-day growth, guys, but where could NIO be in the next 4 to 5 years? Like I said, I do see NIO growing to be a much bigger and better company. As you guys know as well, NIO's also working on a self-driving chip, and they're also working on a bigger, better battery. So NIO is taking the advantage of technology to make their cars better, to make a bigger and better battery, which a lot of EV companies are struggling with. And that's probably the biggest complaint of the overall EV market in itself is batteries that don't have that long of a charge. Most batteries offer maybe like 100, 200, 300 mile charge, guys, but producing a bigger, better battery, working on a self-driving chip, which is also another big EV market thing that, people are wanting, right? A lot of people want to see a car that can drive itself, basically running on autopilot, but they have NIO Day coming up at the beginning of the year. They're putting up good financials. There's a lot of big-time investors behind it. Guys, there's no reason why people should not be buying NIO stock. And like I said, I know people are skeptical of the Chinese bill, but guys, this bill is only going to delist the Chinese companies if they're not following auditing guidelines. And like I said, if you don't want a company to fabricate themselves, this is the right thing to do. For me, I don't want to invest in a company, that I think is doing better than it actually is, guys. Like I said, we don't want another Luckin Coffee scandal, but I don't think it affects NIO directly. I don't think NIO is actually going to be delisted in itself. I just want to clear that up and what the bill actually does. There's probably a lot of people out there saying that, NIO is going to get delisted, like that's it, and it caused a lot of people to sell the stock, but guys, that's not actually how the bill works. They just want Chinese companies to follow more strict auditing guidelines, and there's nothing wrong with that, guys. We don't want another Luckin Coffee incident. We want these companies, every company, to be upfront, straightforward, and of what they're actually producing. But that doesn't change a thing for me, guys. Buy NIO stock, $46.25. Buy the dip on the stock, guys. You will not regret it. This company is going to be growing for a very long time. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you think NIO stock is a buy at $46.24? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.